Hey, what's up? It's your boy Paul Bradley. We're gonna get into the Housewives of Salt Lake City, the final episode, episode 14, before the reunion. Get ready to come on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Um, it starts off with Heather actually doing a walkthrough of the venue for her book cover, her book release, the cover release for the book for her book, Bad Mormon, and she also is her choir will be performing there too. We're gonna go directly to her event. All the ladies end up all the ladies come. Um we got Heather Cousins now end up coming. But her mom didn't. So we got Angie, Whitney, and Lisa all somewhere chit chatting. Angie is pissed. Angie pissed because she said she gonna told them she gonna confront Jen because Jen is going around telling Jen had went to one of their friends, they mutual friends, close friends, and told the friend that she was the one that gave Heather the black eye. And I'm like, girl, this bull right here don't even sound believable, girl. Because what got me, we gonna get into it. What got me was her saying she said she okay, cause Angie K ended up saying that it's like said she said that some people are saying that Heather and Jen was in the room doing Barbie. She said Barbie scissor kick. I wait, bitch. What? Barbie scissor kick. I don't even know what the hell that is. But she went day in there doing that Barbie scissor kick, and then maybe Jen punched her, socked her in the eye, socked her in her eye. Socked in the ash. That's what she telling Whitney and Lisa, and they looking like okay. But Whitney is what disappoint me about the whole thing is Whitney not her defending her family and saying that's not true. And they asking the question, what was the Barbie scissor kick and stuff, and I'm like, but you didn't defend. I said, I'm so disappointed in you because you didn't defend your cousin. Regardless of y'all being on a friendship break, there should be no hoe, definitely one you don't know, like that, Angie K, saying anything about your cousin. Because you know it ain't true. But you gonna roll with it. And as, oh, it's a rumor. Moving on. So we move on from there. We move on to, okay, we move on to, the Shaws finally show up and whatever. So Jen and her husband talks with Angie and her husband. They end up talking about the social media thing that Angie husband did. And coach told him, only way I can move on from this and forgive you is for you to apologize for your action. And so Angie, the original Angie, husband ended up her and him, they both ended up apologizing for what he did and stuff. And they hugged it out. Coach forgave him. Jen forgave him. As they were doing that didn't piss the hell off of Angie K, because Angie looking furious. I said, bitch, what you furious for? It ain't got shit to do with you. What they doing is what they doing. They got nothing to do with you. So they good and whatever. So we move on from there. We move on to Heather's choir end up performing. It wasn't that good, but it was a nice try. Um, it was a nice try. It was Jen and Confession for me. It's like I really have enjoyed Jen this season. Because she just herself, her personality and everything. It was nicely enjoyed. Since we ain't got married, I said I got Jen and I had Meredith. And I had Heather. They kept me laughing. So it was like it was good. They did a they did an alright job, you know. They need to work on, the harmonizer. But for the most part it was good. It was okay. So we move on from there. They go back to after that, Heather do a speech, and everything. Reveals the book cover. I want to say, was it Lisa or was it Angie K? Somebody had an issue with her not having the book, and it's like, why you worried? She doing a book cover, revealing her book cover. That's what she wanted to do. That's what she did. So why you worried about it? So we move on from that. They go back to mingling and everything. So we got Jen and Whitney. Whitney talks. Whitney tells Jen she felt like she felt like she was being ganged up on the trip between them. She felt like she was being ganged up um and she by them because she felt like Jen, when she got around Meredith and Heather, she switched up on her. And Jen was like, huh? Jen went, okay. Jen went, that ain't what. Jen said, we were good. Jen went, we were good. Even up to that point, Jen said, when we had moments, but I didn't know that's how you felt. I didn't know you felt that way. But she went, there's no bad blood between us. Wasn't nothing like that on my end. And as she was talking to her, Whitney and Jen talking, you got Angie over there with Dana, and she went, I gotta talk to her. I gotta talk to her. I gotta talk to Jen. I gotta confront Jen. And so Dana said, I'll go with you. Excuse me. So they go over to where Whitney and Jen are talking and standing there, and then Heather playing like Heather. I gotta go to the restroom. Swain told her one of her cousin or friend, you can go there you can go there and spy on me for me. I gotta go to the restroom. And so Meredith finally went over. Meredith told herself, I'm gonna go over here. She went over there and stuff. And as Whitney is continuing and Jen is continuing to talk, you know, Whitney feeling a certain way about things and how she just felt like Jen was sort of not good to her. And that's when Lisa punk ass wanna add her 2 cents. Like, yeah, I felt that way too. And Jen was like saying, she went, okay. She went, alrighty. She went, noted. She went, okay, Lisa, noted. She went, I apologize to you. Sorry for that. And she was apologizing to Whitney, and as she was continuing to talk to Whitney, that's when Angie K went, yeah, yeah, yeah. Angie K went, but she went, no, Angie, I'm not talking to you. I was talking to Lisa, and then I was talking to Whitney. She went, I don't know why you even came over here, because me and Whitney was having a conversation. And Angie went, then hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I'm like, you got a lot of balls right now to try to check a bitch and hurry a bitch up because she having a conversation. And so Angie just ended up butting all the way in and saying, what did that hoe say? That hoe said something. um Angie K acting like, okay, she was acting like she needed to talk. Her ASAP. Where is it? Okay, so Angie went into, you going around telling people, you went around and you told one of our friends that I gave Heather a black eye. And Jill looking at her like, bitch, no, I did not. I haven't. She ain't no, I didn't. I ain't did none of that. Saying, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You did do it. You did do it. She did do it. So Jen ended up calling her man over, and Angie like talking to coach now and saying and continue telling him, she went, Jen, she's abusive. She has and she's a bully. She's an abuser, a bully, and she bully people like me. I said, bitch, now you a victim. This hoe is a straight up victim saying she's abusive and she bullied me. I said, this bitch crazy. So she telling him, and asks then she said that, and then she said, ask him, did she make sense? Did she having issue with Angie, and now she didn't forgave Angie, and so did she really try to take her life? And Jen, I said, I'm gonna be honest. I give it to Jen because the old Jen would straight up clocked her because she wanted to hit her so bad, but she didn't. And she told her husband, she ain't tell her. And so Coach was like, so hold up. Coach was like, so you don't think she tried to take her own life? He went, she did. Say no, that ain't what I'm saying. That ain't what I'm saying. That ain't what I'm saying. I didn't say that. It's like, bitch, it's like Heifer, yes you did. You just said, did she really take her life? Did what happened with Angie and her husband, doing what they did, make her take her life, or was that all a lie? Was that even true? And you said that, and he heard what you said, and you playing like, oh, now you want to backpedal, like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I just wanted to know. Um, she said something. Yeah. Um. So Jen ended up when she did that. Jen just walked away. She ended up walking away, and I said that was the best thing that Jen ever did. For once, was to walk away from the situation because you was there talking to Whitney and this bull fake doll, China doll, want to show up and tell and start interfering and going and wigging her head around like she doing something, telling her and going off on you, and you looking at you and your husband looking, your husband Meredith looking at her like what the hell, and even her own husband is in the back, standing right there in the back, looking at her perform, like what's going on. He don't know what's going on. She was acting a fool. Angie K. So after Jen walked away, and all that, Coach and then already asked her the question and stuff, and she backpedaling. So she said something else, and I don't remember because I said I'm tired of her. We move on to so Heather. Heather actually said, "So what is your objective, girl? Cause do you want to resolve this with Jen or what? Cause what was the point of you doing what you just did?" And Angie was like, "It's Angie." To sum it all up, she said it's over. The friendship is over. And so Jen ended up going home. Jen ended up telling Coach, "I'm ready to go." So her and Coach and Meredith and Seth actually left too. They left with her, so they just left. So the party went on. It ended. Uh, After that ended, that was the party was the end of the. They showed the ladies and what they were doing up to now, but then they show Jen getting ready to go to. I want to say it was 3 months later, either 3 months or a month later. Jen is getting ready to go to New York for her trial. To New York for her trial. Her and Kosha, um, and stuff. So they go to New York. When they're in there, they said so. Meredith, Seth, and Heather go see her in New York to support her and everything. As they up there, they get there, they meet them at their hotel and stuff. Jen had on Brooks They all three had on Brooks sweatsuits. They had the girls the Brooks sweatsuits and stuff. And I said it looked really nice. I just didn't like his. I don't like the tag, his tag name on it. It's like he need to come up with another brand sign for his clothes. Yeah, and then I may cop one. Um, if they keep getting better. So they go to see her and Coach asks where Seth is, and Meredith said he's here, he's working and stuff, but you will see him later. So they just Jen was very happy. Coach was very happy. Jen was happy that she has found out who truly was her friends, and it was nice to have them come up there and see her. And be there for her to support her and stuff. I know later on, I know Self, Heather, and Meredith went for lunch, and Self asked them, do y'all believe she's innocent? And they said yes. He also asked, he asked Heather, is you still gonna be a ride or die friend? If she's found guilty and stuff, is you gonna? And Heather was like, yes, she's still gonna be her friend and be ride or die, and stuff. And he asked them both, did y'all actually talk to her? Have y'all actually have a conversation with her about if she's guilty or not? And they both said they did have a conversation. They did have asked her if she was, and they said that she told them no. And Meredith said, she don't know how she feel if it comes out that she's guilty. Guilty, she don't know how to feel about it because it's different. If she found out that she's guilty or whatever. But she also said that she didn't talk to her about the case because it's an open case. She said once it's closed, then I talk to her. Then I can sit down and have a conversation with her and find out what really happened. So after that, we end up seeing Meredith and Heather go back to see Jen, and they had a conversation, and Jen ended up telling them that Stewie, I hope that's his name, her assistant, she said that he sold her out. They said he sold her out. She said he sold her out, and because she had you know, read the transcripts or whatever, said that he sold her out, and it's like he's the one who's behind it or whatever. And so she told them that, and they had a little talk and whatever, trying to support her, give her encouragement, and it's just like, yeah. To me, I get into that later. I give my comment on it. So it's like after that is, I want to say 3 months later, we end up finding out that we end up finding out now that she took a plea deal. She pled guilty. She doing 6 years, 5 months. She probably got to serve what 80, about 88% of that in her restitution is, I know it was 9 million. 9 million restitution that she has to pay back. I know that. And I know that she's being sentenced to Texas in Texas because it's close to Utah, so her family will be able to come visit her and stuff. And she's sentenced next month on the 17th. Um, so continuing, that happened. So we got Heather meeting up with punk ass Lisa. Cause Lisa, if you said I been your friend, I been your friend Jen, I been your friend, I been there, I been riding down for you, but girl, you didn't go see her when she was going through the court case. You didn't go see her at all. So don't sit here and say you a friend and you not a friend. Yo fake ass. So they having lunch or whatever, hugging. You know, girl, I heard you heard about it. Yeah, I know and stuff. And so they have a conversation. And Heather says her theory is that Coach Shaw, because he actually was, he's still a lawyer. He's still a acting lawyer and everything, even though he's a coach, football coach. He still got his license and all that. And he was actually going through. She's saying, and her theory was that Coach Shaw went through the case, and that they took the plea deal to because they couldn't get past something, because a lot of people, yeah, that was her theory. And I'm like, why is you even saying any of that? I said, you know, you can be sued for defamation of character. Because your theory, you making a theory out of something that you don't have a clue about. And it's sad. Because it's like you saying something that you do not know is true. And yeah, that's where that the show ended. That my whole thing about this Jen Shaw thing. I don't know. I really do not know if she took a plea deal. That we do know. Because she could be doing life. She could be doing life for what she did. So she took a plea deal. It was for her family. You gotta do what you gotta do for your family, even if you know you truly is not guilty. I don't. I don't know if she. I don't know if she's guilty or not. I don't. I said I don't feel that. Part of me feels like I don't think she was guilty, but then it's like I truly do not know. Um, and I think that her assistant steward may have been the mastermind. I don't put it past them, because it's like, if you ain't did anything, why would you take? Why would you just sold her out like that and didn't look back? Um, but he wasn't the only person that took a plea deal. It seemed I've been hearing that a lot of them that were being arrested at the time that Jen Shaw got arrested, is a whole bunch of people that were in on it, and they all took plea deals. Because I think the feds were going after the real mastermind of the whole entire thing, whoever that was. I hope that they got them and stopped this from happening to anybody else. Um, but that's all that happened. The reunion is gonna be a two-part, is what I found out. It's gonna be a two-part, and supposedly Heather she supposed to tell who gave her the black eye or whatever. They were persuading that she would, like she was telling, but I don't know if she's telling her or just telling what happened. Like what happened for her to get the black eye, but she's not saying who it was. Well, but we'll find out this coming up soon. Uh that's all that happened on this. Like, subscribe, comment, share on all social media. It's your boy Paul Brantley. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I'll see y'all later.